There we go. If you ever hear that. You have my ears. You look. 1 second. Mm-mm. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Mm. Check 1 2. Hmm. Double checking my audio for whatever reason. Where is my mic settings? Hmm. Not sure the sound's working. 1 second. Oh, check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check. That no change. I don't quite trust that. All right. We'll see. Mm-mm-mm. What is going on? Hmm. I'm not sure on the audio. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Mm-mm-mm. Test 1 2, check 1 2, test 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. Lock in, chat. No, I'm kidding. All right, run through the rundown. Fix this camera. Excuse me. All right, the audio should be working now. Please let me know if you can't hear me. That would be unfortunate. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Can you guys hear me? Should be able to hear me fine. Let me get someone to check on the audio. I think I'm coming through fine. I had to install a little driver for the microphone for YouTube. All right, if no one says anything, we're just going to assume it's working. That's probably the best bet. Not a big oof. Not a big fan of that. Well, it's called Velo. All right, quick little rundown. Let me get, for me, actually. All right. If you guys see any topics here, like I said, that you don't like, let me know. We can switch it up. The audio should be coming through fine. I don't know why I'm having so many issues. Probably because it's the first time I'm doing it. Let's do my own. Excuse me. Some of this might just be me ranting, to be honest, but I have as you see, a list. I'm just going to go off and go down the list. Honestly, don't expect anything too crazy. All right, as you see the list, let me pull it out. We're going to get started here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I appreciate anybody. Really wish I could get better feedback on this. Better feedback, I mean, on how I know it's sounding. Actually, I can do that. Give me 1 second. Let me try something and we'll start for real. This is good practice. That's too loud anyway. Don't hate that. All right, check 1 2. Check 1 2. All right, we are coming through fine. Let's get through it. Or let's get to it. Excuse me. Check. All right. I got my list. As I'm gonna do it, it'll just be a straight up sort of topic run through. As you can see, it's the SportsMan Dan show. Pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy there. First time doing it live like this, so please, no one say anything crazy. Excuse me. I don't know how that quite works yet, but I see Kev in there, and Kev, I'm gonna let you kick anyone. Um, your moderator, I guess. Uh, no audio. That's old. Audio's working, Kev. Confirm that. All right. First thing we have here is the Arena Club deep dive. Uh, I'm sure everyone is familiar with Arena Club. You don't need me to discuss what Arena Club is. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea though. Arena Club is essentially you buy a pack that is all digital. To me, it's like an NFT, except that it's a real card. You really own it, but they have to mail it to you like anything else. Except they have this thing called the Arena Club Vault. They encourage you to vault the card, which means that you keep it virtual. So at no time do you ever possess the card, right? They encourage you, from what I've seen, to never actually ship the card to yourself. I've never done Arena Club. I see how everyone has a sponsorship, so that's how they're doing their marketing. I mean, good for them. From what I've seen, the truth about Arena Club, if you type in, you find, I can't remember what YouTube video is. I need to find it and link it. But essentially, right, you buy a $250 pack from Arena Club. Give me a second here. Sorry. Right, you get essentially a $250 pack from Arena Club. And with that, you open it and you get, I don't know, a PSA 10, Bryce Harper, 2022, Topps Chrome Auto. Good card, but maybe it's worth, I'll say PSA 9 maybe, worth like 170, 160. So they'll offer to buy it back, and you'll take that because it's 160 off a $250 pack. I mean, most people are probably taking that. I'd probably take that if I ripped into an Arena Club. But from there, you take that 160. What you do is you buy a $150 Arena Club pack. Now, with that $150 Arena Club pack, you're probably getting, I've seen anywhere from 50 to lower, but honestly, a 50 to a $75 card. I mean, you're getting a 50% return on a pack if you're lucky. It's gambling, is what I'm saying. It is because all this is purely digital. You might have better returns putting your $250 in an online blackjack. I would not recommend that either. But that's what it seems like to me with this Arena Club. And the fact that everyone is sponsored by them and all of the ads, I mean, that's, put two and two together. They're marketing like that for a reason. They're giving away all these bonus codes for a reason. They're giving you, put in $125, get $125 so you get a $250 pack for a reason. Because at the end of the day, right, you rip that pack, sell, rip, sell. You're either getting a $50 card or you're vaulting something worse than that, maybe. That's the pattern. Not so they make money. It's a smart business strategy. As a card collector, would I ever encourage anyone to do that? No, not at all. I would stay far away from Arena Club. I would go to card shows. Honestly, you can find some deals on eBay, but also you have to be really, really careful on eBay as well. I would stay away from Whatnot unless you really know what you're doing. Because that is all geared towards fast-paced interaction and fast-paced sales. Arena Club is not it. And I don't see certainly no one defending Arena Club. Which, I mean, how could you, to be honest? It's just, I don't know. It's a rip flip mentality. It's not a collector mentality. That's what it is. And I think it's a scam. I don't think it's misunderstood. I don't know how anyone can say that it's misunderstood. It's a scam. This Arena Club killed us, yes. I don't know that any local card store is affected by Arena Club, to be honest. I know many on their streaming platforms have the sponsorship as well. All right, I think next, I got enough of Arena Club. I mean, I guess you could say, to be honest, the opportunity to have a high value card instantly is an interesting concept. In the random, right? It's random. That's a scam. You're getting a random $250 card. If you want to buy a $250 card, you could already do that on eBay, whatnot, Fanatics Live. I'm not sure that Arena Club is offering anything that you couldn't already do, unless you want, right, it's the opportunity to hit the lottery aspect of it. Excuse me. I'm still figuring out the audio. I got it almost right. There we go. Okay, is the hobby broken? Or the hobby is broken, question mark. Excuse me. Is the hobby in a bubble right now? I'd say there is a bubble. It's a pretty anyone who says anything definitively on that, I'd be pretty cautious of predicting bubbles and predicting markets. Uh, I'd be pretty cautious making any definitive predictions on any market or any bubble around cardboard. Uh, However, with Card Ladder and a lot of these software platforms, they do a pretty darn good job of tracking data. So you do have the tools to make an informed decision, but right, we're talking predictions here and bubbles. You can see we can. It's a very macro question. I'll take it micro. Let's look at like Jackson Holiday. The market for Jackson Holiday, number one overall prospect, number one overall pick, killed it in every minor league level. Gets caught up to the major, and also was killed in the hobby. Right, a Bowman Chrome first of Jackson Holiday. You couldn't find it for less than $250. PSA 10 was going for probably, I mean, 4 figures and up. I'm not going to throw an exact number. I know it was 4 figures. Shoot. PSA 9s were doing, I know, 2,500, $3,000. I am going to throw numbers. Struggles in the majors. Gets sent back down to AAA. And then now you look at Jackson Holiday, it's dropped 30% in the past 6 months at least. Probably more. I mean, I've seen someone coming through at a show. My buddy John next to me. John's a real good guy. If you see him at the 757 card shows, pretty much always wearing a Jane Daniels jersey. But John's a real good guy. Some people walk past tables. If you don't price your cards, I'm not shopping. Well, John doesn't have prices, but John's a good guy. You should shop at his table. But anyway, a kid came up. I say kid. He was, 20 years old, the same curly haircut that they all, all these flippers have. Let's be real. Maybe repacker. But at Jackson Holiday, Bowman Chrome, numbered blue to 200. PSA 9. He's like, yeah, $200 card. And he knows I'm the Jackson guy, so he's like, hey, look at this, like good trade. And 200. I looked it up. And again, this is a couple months ago, probably 3-4 months ago. Last sold was 130. He's like, well, I got it. Now, he could be telling the truth, but I know the whole sales gimmick. Well, I got it. It was 200. Last sold for 200 was 8 months ago, 9 months ago, before he got called up, right? We know the market goes. So that 200 is now 130. I think in all honesty, PSA 9 Bowman Chrome, Blue Sapphire, numbered to 200. A great on-card auto, don't get me wrong. Still, it's a $190 card, $130 card at best. I think the true value is at about $100. But that's just Jackson Holiday, and I'm actually getting ahead of myself. I knew I was going to do this. We're not yet talking quite about Jackson Holiday. We were supposed to there talk about is a hobby in a bubble. But I was using a micro example of, yes, I think on hot prospects, there is a bubble. Overall, it's very hard for me to predict, and for anyone to predict. And I'm not going to sit here and try to predict any sort of bubbles or crashes. Also, it's funny, everyone else has probably seen the same thing I have. Market's going to crash. Market's going to crash. I've been hearing that now for 2 years. Because then the reason why they do that is because you make a video, market's going to crash. And then when the market crashes, you say, I'm a genius. I predicted it. Well, you didn't predict it. You've just been saying the market's going to crash and you got lucky. That's just my opinion. Worst hobby moves this week, baseball-wise. I don't know. Worst. What's worst? I would say any like Jazz Chisholm Stay away from Jazz Chisholm. He just got added to the Great Britain World Baseball Classic roster for that upcoming tournament, which I do want to go to the game, one of those games. I might make it to one of the semifinals. I'm not quite sure. Actually, let me do a little double check here. Yeah, stay away from maybe Tommy Pham too. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'll tell you who to invest in. Kyle Tucker. I mean, maybe not now. His stuff was going so cheap. I remember I was looking at it. JD Davis. That's another guy to invest in. Dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. My pack economics, worst ROI product on shelves right now. Honestly, anything Panini. I would say Panini, what Rookie and Stars. I can't sell Rookie and Stars. No one wants Rookie and Stars. Panini Select still does very well, football wise. Worst ROI. Anything. Don't rip packs. Buy singles. Don't rip any packs. Buy singles. What product should Topps Panini kill off? That's a great question. That's a fantastic question. Controversial. Topps Black and White is overrated. Very overrated product. Don't kill that off. I'm not saying that. My favorite is Stadium Club. You could kill off what's with all these update series? I don't. I'm not crazy about the. Well, that's wild too, because then you get the guys with their new rookie cards who get the call up. So I don't want to get rid of those. Hmm. Worst. What product should Topps Panini kill off? I got a bone to pick with them because of Topps Pro Debut. It's just turned into sticker autos, but do not kill off Topps Pro Debut. But they got to redo it. We got to get it needs to get away from the sticker autos. Maybe 5 star. They really have to look at 5 star museum collection too. I mean, I know. I mean, what are you guys doing? The ROI on that is trash. That could be the first one. The ROI on museum collection, you're not getting that. You're not getting that back. The game used bat relics are cool cards. They look cool. I get it. You're not making any money back on that. Stay away. Stay away. All right, hidden pack gems you need to know. There are no hidden pack gems. Bowman draft is what, $600 a box for a hobby box? $550 for a hobby box. There's no pack gem there. You just paid half a grand for a box. You know, I don't know. The recent product is really. I would do honestly. Rookie and stars for a hobby is maybe what, 50, 70. Maybe it's more now, but that's where you're gonna find. You're talking a hidden pack gem. You have to go with a reasonable price product to find a gem. Otherwise, just go big. Bowman draft. Yeah, get a 101. Topps Chrome update. MLB debut patch. Bo Bichette to the Mets. Huge. Third base for sure. So it'll be Bo Bichette third base. What? Lindor shortstop. Marcus Semien at second base after you traded Nimmo. Then first base, you have to run Mark Vientos. I don't know what anyone else is saying. I think they signed Jorge Polanco. It's going to be Mark Vientos at first, Francisco Alvarez at catcher. Got to get together. They better bring in another catcher other than Luis Torrens. Juan Soto in right, although I'd like him in left. Get someone who can actually play outfield. Tyrone Taylor's probably starting it in center field. Carson Benj, Carson Benji Benj. I don't know how to say his last name, but I know he will be called up sooner rather than later. Trade rumors are heating up. They are heating up. Mets get trade for an outfielder. I wouldn't be against that. Go one to go find. I don't know. Utility would probably be the best option. Yeah, someone who plays multiple positions. I'd like a Willie Abreu from the Red Sox. Maybe, shoot, Jaron Duran. They want to get rid of Jaron Duran. Put him in left field. It's like Brandon Nimmo on steroids. Speaking of steroids, maybe Profar. Bring in Profar. I don't hate that. Sorry, I scrolled down too fast. You're talking trade rumors. Mets bringing up someone. I'm not against an outfield Profar. Didn't mean to glance over your question there. All right, prospect panic. Jackson. All right. Jackson Holiday's expectations. Breakout year. 2026 is a breakout year for Jackson. 30-30? 30 stolen bases, 30 home runs. I think he does that. I think there's a chance Dylan Beavers does something pretty similar, to be honest with you. I mean, here's a guy no one's really talking about. Bowman, top 100. I mean, he went from not being ranked to, what, number 98 to, what, 73 now? Called up, batted 306. Sorry, I think he finished like 286. Dylan Beavers. I think Jackson's a buy now. I think he turns it up. Another guy, I don't know if he's even a secret anymore. Colson Montgomery on the White Sox. And actually, when I do that, I'm going to throw in another White Sox for you. Kyle Teal. If you see these guys for, I mean, I'm talking cool cards, reasonably priced. They're going to be big names. Colson Montgomery's been in the system for a minute. He's grinded. And he's 23, 22, maybe 21, but he was drafted like 17, 18. Kids played some minor league ball. Kyle Teal, totally different. From UVA, grinder in college. Both on the White Sox, both getting the minutes. Getting the innings. It's not basketball, Dan. Come on now. Those are two guys I'd watch, both from the White Sox. That's probably people know about Roman Anthony, rising stars you're sleeping on. I mean, this is a guy. Real power that not a lot of people have. There are question marks with the swing. Yeah, I am the number one Kobe Mayo collector, so I am biased. Actually, I'll run through a couple cards. That's a good segue. Let me show my bias. That's fair. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. My buddy said, I knew you were going to put Kobe Mayo on there. All right. Here's a cool one. Little big head. If you have a favorite player, find their big head card base, right? I think that's for like $30. Very unique. When you talk about short print, there's all kinds of SSP, super short print. The big head is a great short print to invest in. Yeah, honestly, nothing else crazy. I just go for the rookies. Little big head. Unless anybody's really focused on the cards, I can keep going. I don't need to focus on the cards. Um, anyway, this is now. I've been on a couple different podcasts. I'll be honest. I jumped around. That's not true. I was with the Brit Does Baseball. And now I started SportsMan Dan. So I wanted to focus more on the hobby. Brit Does Baseball is a great show. They put out great content. I still follow and love their stuff. As you can tell, I'm not British, so it wasn't. It made sense for me to kind of start the Sportsman Dan, and I'll still probably hop on there and collaborate. We've actually still been talking just as much as we were before. So no, I love those guys, Gary and Cal. But here I keep to focus on the hobby a little bit more, which, as you guys can tell, that is kind of my passion. Little Samuel Basayo here. So yeah, that is the gold ink on the yellow. Excuse me, the yellow prospects Bowman Chrome refractor numbered to 75, 2024 Bowman Chrome. That is the update series. Bowman knows what they're doing. I mean, Topps update series cool. Just collect Bowman. Bowman Chrome, you cannot go wrong. Cannot go wrong. And even if you do, you didn't miss that bad. It's not the paper. Okay, you get your Bowman first. Does a Topps rookie really hold value like a Bowman first? No. Collectors MD, great interview. No, that was honestly the. We talked for 40 minutes before we started recording. No one else I could have asked for a better first initial interview. I do. It is always kind of a dark subject when you're talking about hobby addiction because it's gambling addiction. I like that he puts that resource out there. I think it's important what he does and learning he does it full time. And he talks about it during the interview. His mom, Alex's mom, quit her job to work for Collectors MD full time. So really, really interesting discussion, but it's going to be a little more lighthearted for a lot more of our interviews. Not that I'm not down to get deep, but that's not really always going to be the subject matter. Especially because doing, Welcome Home podcast and, veteran interviews, which I do enjoy, that's already a little bit heavy enough. We can keep it a little more lighthearted when we're talking about baseball cards. Money in the toilet. It is money in the toilet. If you do these whatnot breaks, it is money in the toilet. So I understand exactly where Collectors MD is coming from. All right, rookie rankings. Let's see them. Let's pull them up. I want to see them. Prospect top 100. I like Baseball America. There's a couple different ones. Let's do, of course, MLB to start. Excuse me. Get out on this. I'm bad at switching screens. Stay with me. Connor Griffin at 1. It's funny, they were comparing him to Jackson Holiday, how quickly he's risen through the ranks. So, in my opinion, just get Jackson Holiday. I am not buying any Connor Griffin, but everyone's asking about him. Not my personal invest. I wouldn't blame you if you did. Kevin McGonigal. Kevin McGonigal. Excuse me. Double A for the Tigers. 21 years old, ETA 2026, 5'10, 187 pounds. He is a real deal. He's got the real power. I don't know if he's going to stay at shortstop. He's got the diversity. Again, I'm more of an East Coast, I say expert. I'm not, call it what you want. I know more about the IL prospects. McGonagall's a real deal. This is a Harry Potter name, right? Leo DeVries, do you say more? Switch hitting shortstop. If you don't know about Leo, you need to. He is the real deal. He needs a trade, get him off the Athletics, get him on the Mets. Him and Lindor. Oh my goodness. Jesus Mate, no value there like Leo. He's already one of the hottest prospects. I like JJ. All right, we're at an hour. JJ Weatherhort, it's a buy. All right, let me finish this off. We're going to take a quick intermission. We were supposed to get Pookie on. I'm here solo. Walker, Texas Ranger. We're going to take a quick. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to call him up. We'll get Pookie on here. We're supposed to talk top 100 prospects. Regardless, we'll run through it. Probably stay on for another 5 minutes. Then we're going to end the stream here. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Stay safe. Have a great Friday. I'm going to go play my MLB The Show franchise. Kobe Mayo got Rookie of the Year. Now he's about to get All-Star. Got to keep hitting dingers. But yeah, if there's any prospects you want me to cover in the meantime, I'll be right back. But give me about 2 minutes. All right, we left off at Sebastian Walcott at 6, double A for the Rangers. ETA 2026 and only 19, 6'4", 190, bats right, throws right. Come on. We don't need to talk about Sebastian Walcott. He's a top 10 prospect for a reason. Personally, I am not buying. Samuel Basayo. He should be the number one prospect. Big bet Basayo. ETA 2026. 21 years old in the Dominican Republic, signed for $1.8 million. 6'4", 180 pounds, bats left, unreal power. He's building a tight end. He should be tight end right now for the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes could have used him instead of Kelsey. Fantastic athlete, freak athlete. If you're not buying Basayo, you're too late. Max Clark also too late. Maybe that's another guy. Unreal power. Fast. Number one Tigers prospect for a reason. The Tigers have had a sneaky minor league system. I mean, real sneaky for a while now. So I'm not going to talk about every prospect. Walker Jenkins, Nolan McLean. Bye. Ethan Holiday. People say he's going to be better than Jackson. They might be right. 6'4", 210. He just has the build. If he can develop, people don't realize that Jackson's going to bat 300. I said Jackson Holiday's going to bat 300. Ethan could do a 40 home run season, though. He should be higher. I don't think 19's fair there. Carson Benji, he should be higher. If you're a Mets fan, you need to be buying this guy now. Thomas White, unreal lefty pitcher. If you know, you know. Trey Savage. Come on. ECU Pirate legend. Saw him pitch in college, actually, against MU. It's funny, you watch him pitch in college, you're like, that guy's pretty good. Turns out he is. The guy above him, too, George Lombard Jr. I've been watching him. Peyton Toll, another guy to invest in. Jet Williams, another guy, to invest in. Aiden Miller. Eduardo Quintero. I haven't quite seen enough. from him. I'm not sure about Quintero. I don't know. That's a little too high for me. Braden Montgomery, he's legit. I'm not big. I think Kyle Teal and Colson Montgomery way ahead of him on the White Sox. He's got a way to go. Liam Doyle's solid. Bryce Rainier, really solid. So is Carter Jensen. And actually Nolan Schultz. Out of those five I just named, he should probably be top 25. He's got a lot to work on, though. I saw him pitch. He is all of 6'10". That dude's huge. He's a giant. Harry Ford, overrated. Jonah Tong, not overrated. He will be great. Alex Freeland, haven't seen enough. I don't know. It's going to be a make or break a year for Alex Freeland. Travis Sikora, I know he collects cards, actually. Haven't quite made a deal. I get it, though, being pretty selective. He collects his own stuff, and then he's getting teammate stuff, but what was he looking for? Hurston Waldrop? We almost made a deal. Carson Williams is legit, from what I've seen in Durham. I'm not all these guys, right? Culpepper, Ballesteros. I'm not sold on either of them. Honestly, it drops off here. Charlie Condon's supposed to be good. We haven't seen that yet. Billy Carlson will jump. Ethan Salas will jump. Cam Animi. Apparently this kid can pitch. Nope. I did not mean to go all the way, but I think that's a sign. We'll finish it off here. Spencer Jones should be a lot higher. Um, no Dylan Beavers. I swore he was on this. There he is. Dylan Beavers at 83. Yeah, buy that. And Jefferson Cuero, buy that. Dude, this guy's gonna be a stud. And then Spencer, finish it off. That's enough. You don't need more prospects than that. What do you need? All right, wow. I said I was going to do, wow, we went way over. Thank you, everybody who hopped in here. We'll see. We might switch it to a different day, if I'm being honest. But I'll just kind of get feedback, obviously, from the ring, from the audience there. So feel it out. Could keep it out Friday. I have no problem doing that. Could switch it up. Maybe during a game. I think it'd be more fun like during an event. Anyway, thank everybody tuned in tonight. Honestly, with good questions and comments, I could probably do it all night. So I appreciate it. And everybody have a fun and safe weekend.